Hi.
Hi there, we're Julia and Adam from JaxMore Food and Drink Photography. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We talk a lot about extraordinary photography for extraordinary food, so today we're going to demonstrate what we mean by that.
Well, today we're going to photograph this £2.80.
Something like that.
£2.80 with nectar offers. Pizza. It's a meat feast. It's pretty bog standard.
Yeah.
So we're going to sling this in the oven and see what we can do with it.
Absolutely. It may not be as extraordinary as your food, but if we can make this look beautiful, I think that tells you something. Right, let's get that cooked.
Let's do it. Good, right. Pizza's cooked.
Pizza's cooked.
Let's
I shall
get it out. Ta-da! Right.
So we've put it on a nice wooden board, how it typically be served in a reasonable restaurant. And what we're going to do first is photograph it with a smartphone. A lot of people are doing this, obviously. You can get a reasonable image with a smartphone, so let's do that to start off with.
Right. Click.
Brilliant. So here's the image with the smartphone. And now what we're going to do is set up to take a photo with a proper camera and a single light, which is the typical setup that a food photographer would use on location.
Yep.
So we'll be back in a moment. Okay, so for this setup, we've got a strobe in a softbox. You may see people using smaller softboxes. That will make a slight difference to the image, but we had this one to hand, and it's one that we would normally use on location. So we've used this, our full frame mirrorless camera with a pro zoom lens. It just adds a bit of convenience when we're on location. So again, that's what we would use. Not necessarily exactly what another photographer would use, but the basic setup I think is fairly standard. And this is the result. Next, we will do our typical on-location setup.
We will.
So we'll set that up now and we'll be back.
So this is our main softbox again, with a bit of black velvet on it to give us a bit of shadow at the back. And what we've got over there is another light that's set up through a reflector and a grid, so it's very directional. And that's quite a hard light, which you'll see in the photo. And this little gubbins here is just a very, very simple white reflector card.
What that does is just adds a little bit more light around the front here, because at the moment you've got light hitting from here, you've got light hitting from there, but very little at the front. So that just bounces a little bit more in there. That's giving us nice texture and glisten on the top of the pizza, and this is the main light. So this is what we end up with. Okay, and then for our final shot, we're going to go all out. So that last one was exactly the standard you get if you get our summer refresh package. They're quick shots. We set them up so that you can get as many as possible in a short space of time, but you still get this incredible high quality photography. What we're going to do now takes a little bit longer. You don't get this within the summer refresh, but we're going to fully dress the set and go to town on it a little bit. So we'll be back in a moment.
Let's do it. Okay, so
we've now gone a bit more to town with this, had some fun. So what we've done is add in some props which really start to tell the story, and ingredients which speak to the authenticity of this pizza. I know we picked it up at Sainsbury's yesterday, but you know what we mean. So in terms of the lighting, we haven't changed very much, a bit of tweaking to make sure that everything is spot on, having added in other elements. But mainly this is just about adding props and storytelling.
Absolutely.
And this is what you end up with.
Here it is.
And this is what we call the JaxMore difference, because we're like that. No, it's...
we are different.
It's what we bring to any shoot. I hope you like it. See you again soon.
Bye.